Seated, be comfortable. Let me take this opportunity on behalf of to welcome the right honorable Madam Speaker as a manufacturer. I'm watching TV when the fire session is going on. Sometimes they say but once again we are happy to receive you here. Honored personality in the country, on the land. And those who have accompanied you, we welcome you. Of course, as we discussed with you, we're expecting you, and now we are ready for you.
Well, Sigma, you know, when I go to India, I'm just in translate. At least I have some people that I'm related, you know, the executive members of UMA. We want to thank for the work we are doing, the contribution to the economy, the contribution to employment, and so on and so forth. And the Ezra, I don't know that I should embarrass you by thanking you for
yeah, when you open the hotel,
yes,
no problem, you can go ahead.
There was soda, drank a lot of soda, so I want to thank you very much for that. Now, I have come because in March, for the first time in the 6 years, my district was hit by a very severe hailstorm. We have 23 sub-counties, but in 7 of them, there was very severe destruction of schools, of homes. Actually, in some places, the education has ended because all the buildings are down. So I came to seek for support so that we can reconstruct. Of course, I got some small support from the government, but may not be able to do everything at the same time. For instance, in one of our biggest schools, Matumu Secondary School, which has about 2,000 students, the girls' dormitory is the one that collapsed. So we had just constructed the school buildings under the ADB program. Now they have moved into 4 of the classrooms. That's what they're using as dormitories. So consequently, we have cut the classroom space because of that accommodation. And being girls, I am particularly keen that they should be, particularly keen that they should have accommodation. I have been able to get some hydrophone machines from the Ministry of Housing, and I got some amount from roofing, but I don't have cement, and I don't have money to buy the sand, etc., and so on, how to pay the laborer. So that's one of them. I also have Bulemezi Primary School is completely non-existent, and it's one of the most populous sub-counties in the Kamuli. It's in the Barawali. I also have a problem in the Namsagari, in the 2 parishes of Namsagari. In a place called Kamuli. We also have really, I just found people sitting among the ruins, and I didn't know how to help them. I got them some food from the government and also a few things from the Uganda Red Cross, but their lives have really ended. So I've come to seek for support of the Uganda Patriarch Association to make a small difference. So these are the children at Mato Medicine who do not now have where to stay. That's one of the victims I just returned from the hospital. It fell on her. So now she lives in the kitchen.
Yeah.
What about the massive program? Flood windbreakers. In many of the places. The new season is coming, so I want to make use of that. Also, we're going to work with the Israel Highness, the governor.
Serving the nation, the country, as people of our parliament, but we are also a servant of God. That's how I can summarize it. And on behalf of the board and management, we want to thank you. And on behalf of all Ugandans, we want to thank you very much for taking that initiative to make sure that our people are rehabilitated, they are fed, and also you are trying to rebuild their destroyed homes. So we thank you very much, and we are happy to be associated with that noble cause. I'm happy to inform you that when I mentioned your coming, members responded very, very well. I did not labor or have any difficulties in at least requesting them that when you come here, you don't leave with nothing. So you are going to leave with 30 million shillings. The manufacturers, because we didn't want to talk about bridges which will come in the near future or later on, we thought it would be better that you go with something, because these people, as you have shown just to them, they need something to eat and shelter. So we happen to donate, to contribute 30 million shillings. So that's all I can recognize. The names you hear us.
Cheers.
So nice meeting you.
I don't recall whether it has written listed for an appointment. I don't know if it was written.
Industries.
It's been delaying between cabinet and the ministry. I think soon it will be before you in parliament. So we all, as a sugar industry, wish to see it come out so that we live and organize that everybody respects it and it can be implemented. That's number one. Number two, following our government's view to expand and export, especially agriculture, the sugar industry has been the first to do that, and I'm happy to tell you that from this year, Uganda will be a sugar surplus, the first country in East Africa, and this is true because I'm the chairman of Uganda Sugar Manufacturers and East African Sugar Producers, so I'm the chair. So I have capacity to tell you that Uganda sugar surplus, courtesy of the alums who came on board, and are doing a good job. But despite that, we still have problems. Our sugar is not accepted in Kenya because they put on barriers, some tariff barriers, get permits which are not there. We are supposed to enjoy a common market. If you compare what comes from Kenya, where they have comparative advantage and is entering our market, it's about 100 lorries against 1 roll of sugar which is blocked. So we feel it's unfair. So where you reach in your capacities, please try to help us. Then the budget, I think Deo will add on, we are told by Chair to be brief, is they have put a lot of taxes on agricultural inputs, especially like fertilizers for sugar, what we use. We feel this will not be possible in view of what is happening to sugar. It's going down from last year's price of 130, now 90. The farmers get their pay from what we sell as a bag, so that has gone down. So to go ahead and tax it will make worse. So that's the 3 points I thought I mentioned to you. The first one is purely coming to your...
We're not just talking about it, but in reality, most of the banks don't want to touch it because of the risk element, because we depend on weather, because we depend on this and that. Yet, it is providing employment to the masses, to the rural poor. They cannot get funding, so whatever they do, they use their blood and flesh. In the recent budget, every single input into agriculture industry tax was put on each one of them. But import duty on tractors, cause, can you imagine a hole which every household uses to feed